Welcome back. Let's get down to business. Bringing in Mike Eppel, who's watching all things south of the border. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. We are looking ahead, right? So President-elect Joe Biden already looking right now at these executive orders that he's set to sign. What are you seeing?
Yeah, 17 in total is the talk this morning. That first day of in the office of President for Joe Biden will be re-upping on the Paris Climate Accord, recommitting to the World Health Organization, and for Canadian interests, the cancellation of the Keystone XL pipeline. So that is going to be a blow to Canada's energy sector. And, at the same time, also hitting certain sectors of the U.S. economy. Let's face it, that is a major pipeline project that goes all the way from the north to the south of the United States to the Gulf of Mexico. So not without controversy since its first inception 12 years ago, certainly, and has been that pretty much ever since.
Yeah, and of course, we're going to be talking about that Canadian connection, Canadian impact coming up with one of our guests coming up in a little bit. Let's talk about, though, Trump going back into the business world and what he's going to be facing. We've already seen some backlash with some of his previous businesses. Now what is the question?
Well, I think it was all about the Trump brand initially that got him into office. And now is that Trump branding more of an albatross than anything else? He's got 5 main lines of businesses. The largest of which actually is his golf course ownership, 12 in total. The most famous, Doral in Miami and Turnberry, and they've already lost PGA Tour events. The hotels, some of them have run into financial difficulties. Some of them have already been rebranded with new ownerships. And you wonder again, will people be willing? Golf courses are one thing. If you want to play a certain course, maybe the branding of it isn't all that important. Hotels, very different because you've got lots of choice, right, in that 5-star category. And then, he's lost all of his ties to any business support. That happened recently from a political donation standpoint. So then you start talking about his, talk about 2024, things like that. And if he is found guilty in the impeachment trial, that loses even more money. So for the outgoing U.S. president, from an annual payment of $1 million a year from the U.S. government and the Secret Service and all that. So, I mean, from a branding standpoint, it's going to be very interesting to see, how the Trump brand actually comes out going forward. Don't forget the casino business. They already went bankrupt in Atlantic City on 2 properties there, and they're going to implode one of them, I think it is, next month.
Really quickly, before we go, if I can get the words out, we gave you an update on Pfizer, and now looking for a possible tax break here.
That's the talk. The Pfizer lobby team is talking to the feds about the upcoming federal budget. They're looking for to keep tax rates low from a corporate investment standpoint. And they also want the federal government to kind of back off on the idea of companies that keep their corporate headquarters in low-tax domiciles. This has been a major talking point for the Trudeau government. And then you've got the vaccine deliveries in the mix here. Is there an interplay there? I don't know, Melanie, but it's just the timing of this is completely suspect, considering, just what Pfizer announced about the delays in their vaccine shipments and why are they coming from Europe as opposed to their production facilities in the United States. All of these things have put Pfizer front and center as we await vaccines. Now, hopefully, with the flu vaccines, and we were talking about that a few months ago, couldn't get them. Now they're widely available. So let's hope that happens just as quickly with these COVID-19 vaccines.
Yeah, let's hope so. And we heard Premier Ford asking for help from our U.S. neighbor in that press conference. So we'll see how that all pans out.
It makes sense to get it from a closer distributor than shipping it from Europe, right?
You got it. All right, Mike, have a great day. Enjoy Inauguration Day. I know you will be watching. Devo Brown, you know what we have not mentioned yet? Some massive sports news.
He came out late last night, Mal, and the Toronto Blue Jays have been saying, you know what, we're going to make a splash in free agency. We're going to do something big, and they finally did something big, giving out the most money they've ever given out for a contract. We'll tell you who and how much after the break. There he is. That's who, if you can guess. But I'll tell you his name after.